Welcome, everyone, to this week's podcast. Today, we're diving into a concept we're calling the theology of pause, finding God in those quiet, seemingly barren spaces in our lives.
That's right, Sarah. We all face times when life feels empty, when hope seems distant. It's easy to feel lost and disconnected from God during those periods.
Absolutely. We can think of 2 Chronicles 34 verse 24, which speaks of reckoning when straying from God's path. Behold, I will bring evil on this place, and on its inhabitants, even all the curses that are written in the book which they have read before the king of Judah. It sounds harsh, but it's a reminder of the consequences of turning away from God.
But even with such stark warnings, remember God's grace. Maybe that evil isn't some act of punishment, but simply the absence of God's presence because we've stopped listening. Are we too busy to hear his gentle whisper?
That's a powerful thought, David. Think of our faith as a seed. Sometimes it lies dormant, unseen, perhaps buried under the busyness of life or the weight of our worries. But it's still alive. It just needs the right conditions to sprout.
Exactly. And that ties perfectly into our worship theme this week, Seeds of Hope. Cultivating faith requires tending. It's not a passive thing. We need to actively nurture it.
Prayer, Bible study, acts of service, these are the water and sunlight for our faith. They nourish the seed within us and allow it to grow.
I remember a time when I felt completely disconnected from God. For years, I doubted, I questioned everything. But I learned to be honest with God, even in my doubt, to bring my struggles to him, raw and unfiltered. That's when I found real peace, when I stopped pretending and started seeking.
That honesty is key. God isn't afraid of our questions or our doubts. He wants us to come to him as we are. And it's in those moments of vulnerability that we often experience his grace most profoundly.
Even in the darkest times, a single seed of hope, nurtured with faith, can blossom into something beautiful. Don't underestimate the power of persistent prayer, even when you don't see immediate results.
Keep planting. Keep tending. Trust that God provides the growth. Our role is to be faithful in the small things, and he will do the rest.